Welcome to the core. I'm Carlos, and I'm joined by Tasteless Mage with 6,660 subscribers on YouTube and 4,251 monthly listeners on Spotify. You can listen to him on his new single, My Type, featuring Red Rob, and it's out on all streaming platforms. Thank you, Tasteless Mage, for joining me.
Yeah, no problem. It's good to be here. It's good to be here.
I want to start off with how did you come up with your name, Tasteless Mage?
I'll preface this by saying it's not as elaborate as people may think it is, but so I I was given the name by Microsoft because in the early Xbox days, when you make an account, they gave you a username, like an Xbox 360, and the username they gave me was TastelessMage45, and I've just kind of used Tasteless Mage is my online persona since then. It stuck with me. I think I got that name around when I was like 12 and I've just kept it.
Okay,
So
okay.
it's not as elaborate as maybe some other people's names, but it has some value to me considering that was my first online persona that I've ever had.
Oh, okay. I rarely play Xbox. I think I just play like Xbox 360, but it was under my nephew's like username, so
Mm,
I didn't have that like having a username made for me. So that's very interesting that Xbox does that or Microsoft
yeah.
does
They
it.
came up with some interesting names too. Like I've heard some crazy ones.
Yo,
You never think it.
man. And sometimes I'm telling you, this wild, this wild out there. How did you feel when you drop your first track?
That's a hard one because I've been doing music for 6 years now, going on 6 years. And when I first made my first song and I dropped it, it was kind of like a culmination of everything that I wanted to do actually being put onto paper. I had been doing YouTube for a long time before that, and it was just mainly like gaming content, and it never really took off. And so I wanted to pivot to music because I'd been singing for like most of my life. And so I wanted to pivot to music. And when I dropped my first track, did really good on my channel. I was like, okay, well, this is the direction I head now, I guess.
No.
So it was kind of like a oh my goodness moment where you're like, oh wow, I didn't expect it to do this much or this well on my channel. I was kind of surprised because it got like 1,000 views within the first week or something, which was which was crazy for at the time for my channel. It never did that.
Yo, that's awesome. Yeah, I've seen that there's some Nordcores that do start as gamers, and they transition to doing music. TPS was like a Destiny player back in the day before he transitioned to making music. So,
I didn't know that. That's
oh,
crazy.
you didn't know that? Oh, okay.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, if you go back, I think you could see in his channel still. Like, you could go find his oldest video, and it will be like a Destiny, like him playing Destiny. So, yeah,
We all
it's
start
wild.
somewhere. I'm not
Yeah,
gonna lie.
as I said, this my channel started with mobile gaming, and then it transitioned to reactions. So, yeah, I think mostly everyone started like doing game content somewhere, and maybe they deleted the videos or they kept it. But I feel like the much like 50% of everyone I think started doing gaming first and then transitioned to what they are now. So
Yeah, I mean the gaming content I did gave me like a lot of valuable like experience with like Photoshop and my editing software and video making and all that fun stuff. Like it gave me a lot of like experience that I transitioned over to my music. So it ended up working out.
It's good to have experience. It really does pay off later on.
It does.
What would you say to your past self, yourself 6 years ago?
Um, to have more confidence because I did very much lack confidence back in the day. Um, I guess to have more confidence, especially with my singing, because I always thought that I could sing. I always knew I could sing, but I didn't want to actually like release anything or make anything to the public because I was always afraid of what other people might think that they would say that I couldn't, and then that would just be the one thing I was confident in, just dashed immediately. But I feel like the moment you make that jump is the moment you realize that okay, it's not as bad as you thought it was going to be. Or if you it helps you grow as a person because you encounter all these hardships or that you wouldn't have encountered if you didn't ever make that jump. And now you've grown as a person and you're more confident or more skilled or you have a different mindset, what have you, like it I feel like even the roughest parts of your life can always change you for the better if you let it. I mean,
Yes, facts. I agree with that statement. That your hardship will. What's that saying? It's um, you are turned to a diamond through because of the roughness of. Oh, what man? I just don't know what's
well,
the word.
well, they say that that rocks turn into diamonds through pressure. So if you don't have any pressure in your life, then you can't become a diamond.
Correct. That's the one. Thank you. I was like, I know I heard the same before, but yes, thank you. Um,
No problem.
you gave me an early link for your EP personified in 2024. I want to say thank you for sending me the early link for those tracks. Even though I don't play Persona or didn't know like too deep of Persona, but I do know like surface level stuff of Persona. So I still enjoy the tracks. It just I like man, how can I say this? Like even though I didn't have too many knowledge of the uh the IP, I still enjoy the music. Like
Yeah, I mean, I it's hard to talk about my music when it comes to the scene that I'm in because I don't really write about a subject that is in I released a Gachi Yakuta song, right? That song isn't about Gachi Yakuta. I didn't write it to be about Gachi Yakuta. I wrote it about my own life and about my own experiences, and I assigned Gachi Yakuta to it because I found inspiration through that. If that makes sense. So like I draw correlations between me and other sources of media, and I use those to express my music. But usually, like expect even with the personified songs, they are not about persona. Like you can take them out of persona just completely and still understand the meaning of the song. So like for example, confess is about like people betraying you, talking crap, when people doing wrong by you, but they'll confess in the end because guilty conscience weighs. And then like night like um why am I blanking on the songs names? I made these songs.
it's because it's 2
Uh,
years ago. I
uh,
we
My Persona 3 song, um, the theme about that song is about somebody in a dark place in a dark time and you being there to help bring them out of that dark time. So it's not really necessarily about Persona 3, even though it has a Persona 3 tag to it. It's more so about a life of somebody. And the more somebody relates to the message of my songs, the better, because that they're about me. So a lot of the time I will write and I'll be like, sometimes I don't even have an anime in mind. I'll just write a song about what I'm experiencing in the moment. And then I'll be like, now what anime does this message apply to?
Okay, okay. Yeah, because I know there's like some reactors that don't react to a certain track because they don't have like they don't know about the show and they're like try to skip it or so. For me, I try to take check it out, but if it's an anime that I'm watching, I don't want to try to get spoiled by the A and B.
So something I will say to any reactor who's thinking about reacting to my content or anybody who has reacted to my content, if you react to my content, just know 9 times out of 10, there's not going to be any spoilers unless the video contains them. And 9 times out of 10, it's not even about the anime. If you don't know the anime, go into it thinking about the music instead. Just go into it and be like, let me absorb what he's saying and apply it to something that's not the anime and see if I can relate it back to something else, another concept, another thing I've experienced or whatnot. I think you'll find more value in the music if you also take it out of the nerdcore context and put it into just how do I relate it to my own life or how do I relate it to something that's happened in my life. And you'll know if it's actually about the song or about the anime because I won't put inspired next to the anime name. I won't put inspired by. I'll put like the most recent song, the song that I released before this next one. Um, it was a Pokemon rap, and it didn't say inspired because it was actually about Pokemon. But 9 times out of 10, I just put inspired by, and that just means that you can put it in the context of the anime and still find value within it. But if you also take it out of the anime and just apply it to yourself or apply it to life in general, I think you'll also find more value through that too.
Okay, okay. I'm trying to find your EP because I'm wondering what track you were trying to talk about. Let me see. I saved it, so I'm trying to find it through here on my Spotify.
I think it was Darkest Time. I think that's what the song name was.
Darkest time. Okay.
Yeah, that was my Persona 3 one. Persona 5 was Confess, and Persona 4 was.
It was darkest time at midnight. Confess.
Uh, yeah, there we go. It was at midnight. That was Persona 4 one.
There it is. Okay. For some reason, I thought it was 4 tracks, and it was three.
No, no, no. It's just three. I didn't want to. I wanted to make it about the original four Persona 4, Persona 3, and Persona 5
Okay.
one, just like inspired by it.
Hmm. Okay. Okay.
So
Moving on. You made an announcement on this album on May 19th, 2025, with your gender band of your character.
hmm
So is it this album that you're finally about to drop?
yep. And I started working on it like 2, 3 months before I actually announced it. Um, the first song I ever made for the album was Gone. And that one will be dropping after my type. After my type, it'll have an AMV and everything after my type. But that was the first one I ever made. And then after that, I was like, I'm gonna make an album. And I hit up my producer friend, and he made another beat for me, and that became Lied. And then I hit up one of my friends who isn't in nerdcore, but she does music, and I was like, hey, I want to work with you on this album, and so me and her made a song called Awake. Um, and then it just went downhill from there. I made more tracks after that. I did take a hiatus from working on the album for a while to try to release something else, and also I did end up moving in the middle of that to a new setting and everything like that. So it was like I had to put it on the back burner for a little bit, but finally I was able to get the last few tracks done. Actually, the most recent track I finished, One of a Kind, that's actually the last song I ended up making on the album. Um, it it's it's going to be something else. I'll just say that.
Okay, okay. I can't wait to listen to it. I can't wait to listen to the full album. First, I will check out those two AMVs, and then I'll listen to the full album,
Hmm.
and then I'll make a review and upload it on YouTube and stuff, so, for you
Once the
guys.
album's done, if you want, I can send you like an or early copy of the album.
Okay, okay. So I'll be able to like react a bit early EP and the album, um, and then I'll drop it at least. I'll give the people your fan base a week to listen to it, and then I'll drop the review of the album a week afterwards. So I could give them at least some time, because
That works. That
um,
works.
I saw that you and Eclipse had a song with an instrumental that doesn't let you upload it anywhere else but YouTube. And the track, I'm talking about the track Zero, Toma inspired song.
Yeah, so that one is actually with Shinky, and that one is yes, I can't upload it anywhere else. Eclipse did the video for that though. I think that's where you got his name from. Um, but
Yeah.
I can't upload that anywhere else. The reason is because it's not the sampler or anything about the beat. It's the fact that I didn't actually purchase the license for the beat and it ended up getting sold to somebody. So I
Mm,
don't have the right to publish the beat and or the publish the song. In fact, I don't think I'm actually running ads on the song. If I am, then it's not me who's getting the revenue from it. It's the actual producer who made the beat. Because I don't have any rights to the beat. I wanted to make a song and I ended up downloading the beat to make the song, but I forgot to actually purchase the license for the beat. By the time I remembered to go and purchase the license, it was already sold, and I I can't do it. They got exclusive rights. I can't use the beat. So
man.
I just posted on YouTube, and it's just YouTube exclusive now. It's the only place you can sign. Yeah, it's the only place you can find it. I can't post it anywhere else.
Yeah, because I was seeing your comment section. They're like, "Hey, when are you gonna drop it on Spotify and stuff?" I'm like, man, I
Yeah,
want it on Spotify too.
yeah. Unfortunately, that's the reality of music and the industry and everything like that. You have to get the rights to actually post the song anywhere else. If you don't have the rights, then you risk a lot of legal issues, and it wasn't worth it. So you have to just take the loss on that. I
Damn.
guess.
I was saying because Eclipse, because he also used that same instrumental for his Black Clover Asta's
I do remember
song,
that, yeah. But I think
and
he actually purchased the license for that, so he was able
he
to
did.
actually upload it.
Because I tried to find that track too on Spotify, and I can't find it either for him.
Oh, I guess it got
So,
removed then. I don't.
so I was like,
Like, yeah, that's the problem with using like beats you find on YouTube and everything. That anybody can go out and just purchase the exclusive rights to the beat, and then you don't own the beat anymore. So
man, that's how the what is it? That's how the cookie crumbles. Is the saying?
yeah, I guess that's just how the cookie crumbles. Is
Yeah,
you got to be the early bird gets the worm. You got to be the first to the beat, I guess,
yeah, yeah.
unless it gets sold.
um, you got into Zenless Zone Zero. Who was the one who got you into the game?
So I got into Zenless Zone Zero because of Shinky. Surprise! I know. uh, wow, who could have guessed? But I got into Zenless Zone Zero because I saw Shinky playing it, and they had released. I had released a song with King Washi, called it was a Jane Doe song, um, and I did the hook on it, and I was like, okay, well, this character looks gas. So I wanted to play it. So I told Shinky, I was like, hey, I'm going to play Zenless Zone Zero. And he was like, well, let me play with you. So we got into a call and I started playing it. I haven't really touched it recently just because gotchas are like a trap for me. It's just, I just spend money on it and I don't like, I need money. Like, I have no control. I have no self control when it comes to gotchas sometimes. So I try not to play it too much, but I do enjoy the game. Don't get me wrong; it's a fun game.
No, I'm the ones that grind and, and don't try to pay as much. I'm the one who grinds the most to get those polychromes and be like saving my money and be like, huh, I got this one for free.
Yeah, I mean, I wish I could do that. I just don't have enough patience, dude. Like, to have to play for an hour or whatever to get one character, just that it sounds so. I don't like tedious tasks like that, so usually I just don't do it. I just end up paying.
If who's your favorite three characters from Zenless Zone Zero, if you don't mind asking?
Oh, I don't know if I know their names. That's the problem.
Okay,
I can describe them to you,
okay.
but I don't know if I don't think I know their names. Like the one with the maid with the two puppets.
Oh, okay, okay. Arena.
Yeah, she's dope. I like her. Her play style is really cool. I like the puppets. They're a really cool aesthetic to the character and everything like that. I do like Jane Doe was pretty cool. Um I think I have a bias towards her though because I made a song, I made a hook
Mm.
on her. And if I had to choose one more, shoot, I guess I get what's the pink haired girl from the Hairs?
Uh, Nicole.
Yeah, she was my go to whenever I was playing the game. Just because they give you so much to boost her in the early game. It's like it would be weird for you not to use her just because they just basically like, here, let me hand you like her drive, her like it's super easy to level her up. She's one of the first you get, so like she's really strong now. So like they just hand you all this stuff to make her super strong. So they basically are asking you to use her at least
She,
early game.
no, she's still very strong till this day. Like she's still very strong. She's like one of those ether characters that you still gotta use. She's not even an S rank. She's an A rank, but she's plays like an S rank because she's still that good for some reason. I'm like, okay, okay.
Yeah, I mean, they give so much support to her. They're basically groveling at her feet, just being like, "Here, you can take everything. We'll give you everything. We'll give you a costume. We'll give you all this stuff. We'll neglect all these other characters, but you get everything." She's like the Pikachu of Zenless Zone Zero. Like
No,
that's the best comparison I can make. It's just they give her so much, so that it's like why not use her at that point?
true, true. My last question: what do you want to say to your fans about this album? Um,
So the album's just gonna go insane. I have some of the best songs I've ever made on, um, and I put a lot of time and effort into it. As you mentioned, I've been working on it for almost a year now, and it really shows because I chose quality over quantity. Originally, it was going to be 12 songs, but I shortened it because I didn't want to rush out another four songs just so I could pat myself on the back and say I made 12 songs on an album. I wanted to just give my audience quality. And so I just sat down and made the best 8 songs I could make and within a reasonable time frame. I know I've been absent online and everything like that, but after this album drops, I'm going to try to be way more active online, just way more supportive of my content and my audience. I love them to death, dude, because I wouldn't be anywhere near being able to do all this if it wasn't for them and their contribution to my community and the community that we built together. I mean, this is not just my community. They're the real people in my community, and that's why I asked them so many questions. I put polls up. I want their opinions on everything because I care about their opinions. I listen to them. I hear them. Like every comment I read, every comment goes into my brain, and uh, every opinion goes into my brain. And whatever my audience asks for, 9 times out of 10, I want to give it to them. So I know that I can't always provide the best quality 9 times out of 10. Sometimes, something I release may not resonate as well with my audience as another thing, but it's just the thought that counts. And the fact that they're even listening in the first place is what really matters to me. I mean, when I started my content career, I never thought I would get anywhere near the numbers that I'm at right now, and I'm still growing. And it's all thanks to my community and sharing the content that I make and allowing my music to grow as it is, as big as it's become and growing even more still. I know I'm not a big content creator. I'm not going to get in my head about like the numbers or anything like that because I just want to focus on the community and making sure that they get the best quality content that I can give them because they are the ones that matter the most to me. And I want to make sure that whatever they listen to is something that they can be proud of, that they're like, yeah, I listened to Tasteless Mage. What of it? Like, yeah, he's one of my favorite artists. Yeah, yeah, he makes quality content. Yeah, that's what's up. Like, I want to be that content creator where they're not ashamed to tell people that they like my content because at the end of the day, man, like you if you don't have a community, you don't have content. Like you can make content your entire life, but until you build that community where the people interact with your content and see your content doesn't go nowhere. Like
Yeah.
it's just stay stagnant. So I'm going to bring the best quality to my viewers, to my community. So just you wait, because this album's gonna go absolutely nutty. Like I've been working so long on it. I've been putting my heart and soul into it, and I'm going to be promoting it so that way my community grows even more and I can have more people that I can listen to and interact with and get opinions from and really get to know because at the end of the day, you know, I'm nothing without my community. So,
Well said. Well said. Um, as always, when I end my interviews, I let you guys ask me a question because I already asked you guys a lot of questions. I think, and I feel like you guys should ask me a question to end it off.
sure. You had questions prepared. I did not. I don't have anything prepared for you. Uh What 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 do you like about my music? I guess I'll start there. I guess that's the question I'll ask.
I like your music because it's so unique to your style. It's very different from other people's style. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's your vocals. It's the way you use the instrumental to complement your voice in a way with the mixture and mastering. It's something that I can't put to words. It's so amazing to hear your tracks every single time, and I feel like you're improving every time when you're dropping a new track. I enjoyed it. As you saw my top five. My favorite track from you was the romantic, was it romantic killer
Yeah, the
track?
romantic killer song, yeah.
Yeah, it's because no one ever made a track for that series, and I really enjoyed that series so much. Even though it was a short series, it was 12 episodes. Even the manga was that short. I had to check the manga because I'm like, because in the anime it says to be continued, so I had to check the manga, and it ends the same way that the anime did, and I'm like, I feel like it should have went further. Um, but you made that track and it went so well with the character, even though it's maybe it was not based on the anime and it was based on real, like
I
real
will say
life.
though, that one was actually based on the anime.
Oh,
So, yeah, cuz that was in my early stages where I was making almost everything was about the anime. Since it didn't say it again, if it says inspired by, then it's not about the anime. But that one is definitely directly about the anime.
yo, yeah, and the rhyme schemes for is it Code Rogue, who his
Mhm.
freaking verse was freaking amazing as well. Like you both killed it on that track. That's still one of my most listened track from you
Isn't
because
that the first song that you ever heard from me?
I believe so too. That is yeah. That is actually yeah. It is. It was actually yeah. It was yeah.
Yeah, because I
Because
remember the first time you reacted was, I think, I'm pretty sure that song, because I keep it in my head about who reacts to what songs and everything like that, because I genuinely appreciate every reaction I get. So I'm pretty sure that was the first time you ever reacted to my content.
yeah, I'm telling you. Sometimes I find these like you guys based on what anime you guys rapping about or singing about, or someone would tell me, "Hey, go check out this artist. You're not going to regret it." So it depends on my community, or if I see a track for a certain anime that I'm so hooked or I'm enjoying the heck out of it, and I go like, "Oh, let me react to that like as soon as possible." So
Yeah. I don't really like think in my head about like algorithm or anything like that. Like they do that does play a part for the most, like sometimes it does. Like, you still got to appease the algorithm, but
yeah,
that's just a fact of YouTube. But a lot of the time, I remember watching Romantic Killer on Netflix. And after I finished it, I was like, I want to make a song about this. So I went onto YouTube. Hello, camera. Okay. I went onto YouTube and I found the beat that I wanted. I don't even think I really had a type of beat in mind. I just kind of surfed like my subscriptions because I'm subscribed to a bunch of producers, and I heard the beat and I was like, yeah, this is it. And I remember, to give you like kind of background for the song, the behind the scenes kind of content for the song. I specifically remembered when I made that song, because that was around the time that I just got out of a situation that was really toxic, and I won't get too far into it because that's kind of personal. But I remember I wanted to escape it as much as possible, so I wanted to make songs, and I was releasing songs every other week at that point in time. And I had a collective at the time called Hollow Playing. I don't know if you ever heard the collective name,
no,
but I had that collective for about 3 years running, right? And eventually I just disbanded the collective. Um, for a multitude of reasons. But at the time, somebody in the collective was Rogue. He was in the collective. Code Rogue was in the collective. And at the time, I wanted to make a song with him, because at the time, I wanted to make a song with everybody in my collective. And Frosted was also in my collective. And I don't know if you peeped like the description on it, but I remember pulling up the song and I couldn't think of a melody for the hook, which is strange for me because I'm really good at hooks. But I had my verse already done. Because I remember my verse. It was like, "God damn, nugget wizard, you a sly one." And then I remember that. I remember the hook or the verse, but the hook I was having trouble with. And so I went up to my friend, and I went up to all my friends, and I pulled like opinions from the collective. And Frosted was like, "I can make you a hook," and I was like, "Really?" And he was like, "Yeah." And song. It was like, he was like, "Okay, well, I'll just give you a melody." And so he made a melody, and I was like, he did not sing those lyrics, by the way. Those lyrics are me. He made the melody by going and he sent it to me, and I was like, "Don't want love, just want to do it my own way. What's come up? Don't want to face my own feelings." And it went downhill from there after that. I mean, like, now
yo,
I made the song.
that's freaking
Eclipse
awesome.
and Eclipse made the video on that too. That was probably one of the first. No, it wasn't one of the. It was one of the. I think it was the first AMV he ever made on my channel.
Oh wow, that's
So
amazing. Yo, I really appreciate giving me info on my favorite track from you, man. I really,
no
yo,
problem, no problem. It's behind the scenes type of stuff. It's the
that's
only
for
stuff you can get when during interviews. No, I'm playing.
oh,
Oh,
oh.
I'm gonna stop. I'm playing.
No, that was good.
But I appreciate you reaching out to me for interviews. If anybody else wants to interview me, I'm down. Like, I'm always down for an interview. Like, it's fun. I find it really fun and giving insight into what I love. So,
Thank you. Yo, I had an amazing time interviewing you, man. I really appreciate taking your time out of your
of
day to
course.
do this, man. I really appreciate it.
Of
So,
course.
anyways, that's the end of this interview, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys did enjoy, smash the like button, subscribe. Check out Tasteless Mage channel. I will put it in the description down below. Also, check out the single. I will also put that in the description down below for you guys to check out. And I can't wait for that one to drop.
Yeah, it should be coming out sometime in February. So keep in mind if you click the single right now, right after this video releases, it probably won't link you to the album yet. But by the time the album comes out, I will update all that information in the description. So keep a lookout on it around February. Just keep checking that single. I'll put a post out on YouTube and everything like that. I'll put a post out on X on everything telling people that, hey, the album's out. This is where to find it. But until then, just keep a lookout on my socials. I'll keep people posted about it.
Okay, I'll also update it here on the description here when you do release the album. I'll put it in the description below the single, so they
Sounds
can check
good.
it out as well. So, anyways, hope to see you guys to the next interview that I upload. Adios.